Okay, here I'm going to show you, this is program 7-14, and this just shows you nested structures. It's when you have one structure inside of another. I've modified this program a tiny bit from what you see in the book. The book uses something called a constructor. As we backtrack into the beginning of chapter 7 in our next module, we'll be talking about those, but we don't really need to use it for this particular example. So I've taken it out. Okay, so here you'll see we have two structures. One is called cost info, and it has 4 members in it. And one is called pet info. And in pet info you have a string called name, a string called type, an integer called age, and you have a variable cost, which is of type cost info. And cost info is this structure up here. So that means inside of this cost member we have cost.food, cost.medical, cost.license, and cost.miscellaneous. So it's a structure inside of another structure. And this kind of shows you what it looks like. Pet.name, right, that's a string. Assign the value of Sassy. Pet.cat, type, is another string. Assign the value of cat. Pet.age is assign the value of 5. And here's that nested structure. Pet.cost.food, assign the value of 300. So every time you see cost, you have 4 members you need to be concerned with. And I want to show you that when you're actually entering your code, it does give you some assistance. So if I just say pet dot, here, cost dot, and it'll kind of give me that drop down, so it gives me a little bit of help. Okay. You can have structures inside of structures inside of structures, but as you can see, it's going to get really complicated to work with if you do that, because you're just going to have more of these, dot operators. I realize that's a period key, but in C++ it's called the dot operator. And then down here it just kind of, uses all this information to do a calculation as well. So it's a quick example of showing you how you can use a nested structure, right? And that's how the program runs.